special prizes. And we will also have raffle draws as we go along this afternoon. All participants who have registered before 2 p.m. can all get a chance to win special prizes. So are you guys excited?
Yes.
We're all very excited as well, but before we start our learning experience with our speaker for today, please allow me first to tell you more about Polaroid Originals. So last September 13, 2017, marked the 80th anniversary of our founding company, Polaroid. So it is also the launch of Polaroid Originals. So Polaroid Originals is a new brand from Polaroid dedicated to analog instant photography in its original iconic form. We are built on 5 core values. First is the intersection of art and science. Art and technology is what we have in mind for every product that we offer. We believe that when creativity meets technology, it's the time when the magic happens. So second is expression for everyone. We believe in the democratization of personal expression and that art and creativity are for everyone. That's why we strive to make film photography easier for everyone. Third is simplicity from complexity. We tackle complex tasks in order to provide simple answers, and we believe that the magic is in the moment where everything just clicks. Fourth is dreaming and doing. We understand that progress is equal parts inspiration and perspiration. That nothing gets done without vision, but what vision alone gets nothing done. And fifth is attempting the impossible. We were built on ambition, on not being afraid to do things the hard way. So remember, who here remembers the Impossible Project? Alright, so, so the Impossible Project became successful. That's why we are still here. And our determination and willingness to take risks is the reason we're still around. And this is how Polaroid Originals comes to life. So we have our cameras. Let's start with our I-type modern cameras. Polaroid 1 Step 2 and OS2 VF. These are our basic point and shoot camera. Basically it's like the vintage cameras, but this one is rechargeable now. So both are on markdown already, on sale already. So you can get it for 5,870 for the basic OS2, and OS2 VF is available at 6,270. So for Polaroid 1 Step Plus, this is our latest model for the I-type camera. This is the camera that you can connect with your phone via Bluetooth and Polaroid Originals app. So it's available in 2 colors, white and black. And this is our latest offering. It's the Polaroid Lab. So you can make Polaroid pictures out of your smartphone photos. You just have to scan, and you need the Polaroid Originals app. You can download the Polaroid Originals app for free sa App Store, Apple App Store and Google Play. So it has features, meron siyang collage, and it also has augmented reality feature. You can take a look at the sample of the augmented reality feature there. So there, as you can see, you can embed a video when you when you print or develop a photo. It also has a sound. It can capture the sound of the video. So that's you can use the Polaroid Originals if you have the app later. That's all of our speakers' Polaroid photos. So it's a mix of 600. It's taken using 600 camera and 1 Step 2, and meron din siyang printed from the Polaroid lab. and SX70. So you can try it if you have the Polaroid Originals app. You can try to scan, so you can view it using augmented reality. So for our vintage cameras, we have two models. This is the 600 camera and the SX70. This one is available downstairs here at ROX Bonifacio High Street. So of course, we cannot create memories that matter if we don't have the instant film. So this is the new generation of film in original Polaroid format. So we have available instant films for 600 cameras, I-type cameras, and SX70. For those who do not know yet, our Spectra films are unfortunately discontinued in production already. So we have very, very limited stocks. So if you have friends or if you have a Spectra camera, you better buy films now so you can still use your camera. So these are photos you can feel something unique and real in a world flooded with photos that disappear as fast as you take them. So here's where we are available. We are available in selected Bratpack stores, the Travel Club Trinoma, selected Digital Walker stores, here in ROX Bonifacio High Street, and we are also available online at Henry's online store, and we have a reservation website. If you follow us on Instagram, you can click the link in our bio to view our reservation website. So let me leave you with a quote from our founder, Edwin Land. Do not do anything that anyone else can do readily. So follow us, please, on Facebook at Polaroid Originals PH and on Instagram at Polaroid Originals _PH. And if you post your photos here in our event, please use our hashtag Polaroid Originals _PH, and don't forget to tag us and tag Born in Film also in ROX Philippines. So I know that you're all very excited to hear and learn from our speaker. So to know more about him, let's all watch this video.
Franz Lopez was 10 when his passion for the arts began. His fondness for computers led him to explore photography, video production, graphic arts and multimedia skills at a very young age. By teaching himself how to take a good photograph, both film and digital, he became an explorer of light and pixels. In 2008, he founded the Helios Project, a first-of-its-kind youth multimedia group that amplifies art advocacies. In 2012, France then led a band of travelers and created the Philippines' first online travel reality series, PHL 360. At the beginning of 2013, France joined Rappler, a social news network built by seasoned journalists where stories inspire community engagement and digitally fueled actions for social change. As a journalist, he was able to conquer natural disasters like the 7.2 magnitude Bohol quake and Super Typhoon Haiyan, the world's strongest typhoon ever recorded. He was deployed to cover the onslaught at the moment it made landfall, and one of two journalists who made it out safely after a week on lockdown without access to any form of communication. By being into news, France was able to capture historical events, jumping from presidential briefings, Senate and congressional hearings, international summits, as well as sports and lifestyle stories. He's now engaged with advertorial directing and producing commercials for Rappler's branding. In his downtime, he ventures out into travel, exploring countries like Japan, China, Korea and Taiwan. Fueled by a relentless passion to go beyond boundaries and to constantly outdo himself, he shares with us his medium, creativity, and passion for the arts, with a soul, a spirit.
Let's all welcome Mr. Mr. Franz Lopez.
Morning. Ilan yung may dala na Polaroid cameras? Ilan yung wala? Okay. So yun. Bigay ko lang yung outline ng mangyayari for today. So sige po. So for today, meron tayong 4 parts. The first part would be una-una yung history of photography and Polaroid, so you get to understand how it started. Tapos, the relevance of film today. So, I get asked this question many times. Lagi tinatanong sa akin, bakit ka nag-film? Di ba, obsolete na yan? Tapos, we also have visualization and storytelling. So, you get to understand paano ginagawa na yung mga photos mo, magkakaroon siya ng storya. And visual language and narrative in images, you also get to learn how to develop images in terms of photo essays. So yun. So kumbaga, you get to tell the story through photos. And ikwento ko kung ano yung bago ngayon sa One Step Plus. Kasi sobrang dami niya features na I'm sure magandang matry nyo. Okay, next. Tapos, the second part would be, ito yung medyo technical, visual aesthetics and composition, shooting in square, kasi isa sa mga differences between Polaroid and other cameras, kasi na-square siya, it's like medium format, di ba? So, iba rin yung kanyang dynamics and yung kanyang discipline in terms of composing square shots. And of course, basic lighting. And our third part would be, yun, gagawa tayo ng mga props, what you can use na mga DIY stuffs na pwede nyo gamitin for your Polaroid or your kung anumang camera na gagamitin nyo. And of course, we'll have the photo. Then, fourth part is awarding of prizes. Yun. So, i-divide namin kayo later into groups, then meron tayong prizes later. Okay, so let's begin.
You never wanted to look beyond the clouds and the stars, or to know what causes the trees to bud, and what changes the darkness into light. But if I could discover just one of these things, what eternity is, for example, I wouldn't care if they did think I was crazy.
Yun, okay, thanks. So, ito yung laging tinatanong sa akin. Yan, what is photography for you? So, magkatanong ko sa inyo kasi I'm sure all of you are very passionate about photography. So yun, what for you is photography? Kahit short lang.
Memories.
Memories. What for you is photography?
That's an art form.
Art form? Walang tama or mali?
I also have memories.
Memories. So, ako kasi, photography for me is more than taking pictures. It's more than making things visual. Para sa akin, it's about connecting people na when you show them a photo, na for example, you show them a photo of a kid, alam ng lahat ng tao, different languages will understand na yung photo na pinapakita nyo ay bata. It doesn't matter kung Chinese, it doesn't matter kung Japanese, it doesn't matter kung American or French. Lahat sila nagko-connect through photos na you don't even need to translate it. They will understand that that photo is a kid. So for me, photography is more than just taking pictures. 2 years ago, we created Born in Film. So Born in Film, isa siyang passion project that it was built for the people who love film and at the same time, those who want to discover it. So yung mga bago na, kasi di ba may film resurgence tayo right now. So there are more people who want to immerse themselves into film. So we created Born in Film, and one of our advocacies is to amplify it through exhibits, workshops, and activities. So one of them is this nga, with partnership with Polaroid. And then after that, we created a group which is called Photo Nation. And we now have around 3,500 members in 78 countries worldwide. Ang maganda sa... Thank you. Ayun, actually members siya sa Photo Nation. Ang maganda sa Photo Nation kasi, you get to interact with different photographers. Like for example, we have photographers who are in New York, who are in Paris, ganyan. Na they share their photos within the group. Saka if you have questions about photography, they will be there to assist you. Pwede nyo siya kausapin. So yun, naging magandang way siya to connect people to photography. Okay. So one of the key members is Sir David Burnett. Hindi niyo siya kilala, sumikat siya sa Trump trials. Ginawa niya, nagdala siya ng Aero Liberator na camera sa Congress ng US during the Trump trials. Ang idea niya is to take photos using film kasi nga sa States ngayon ang daming fake news, di ba? So idea niya, sige, tingnan natin kung ma-fake news niya ba itong as in authentic na film na camera. So yun yung ginawa ni Sir Dave Burnett. And one of our members din is si Sir Albert Garcia. If you don't know him, sikat siya dito sa photo na to ng Pinatubo. And this photo is isa siya sa one of the most influential photos of the 20th century. So you get to interact with him sa group. So pwede nyo siya i-add, you can talk to him. Sobrang bait niyan si Sir Albert. So yun, those are the members. So if you're not a member of Photo Nation, you can join. Yun, so the question na laging tinatanong sa akin, is film photography still relevant today? Do you think film is still relevant today?
Yes.
It is. Yeah. Kasi, yeah, let's go back.
This baby hits 88 miles per hour. This is some serious shit.
Nandiyan na ba yung Back to the Future sa play? So, pabalik tayo. Yun. So, does anybody know paano nagsimula ang photography? How was it discovered? Do you have an idea? Okay, sige. Next. So, dati, siya si Al-Hazen. He was born in Iraq, and take note of the data, 1965 to 10,000, around that time doon siya pinanganak. So, one time, mahilig ko siya sa bahay niya na gusto niya talagang totally black. So, one time, napansin niya, may butas yung window niya kasi gusto niya madilim. Tapos meron siyang kurtina dito kasi tinatakpan niya yung isa pang window. Nangyari, tataka siya dun sa butas na yun, bakit nagre-reflect yung mosque dun sa tela. So sabi natin muna, parang ano to parang weird, saka parang something different. So, tinawag niya yung mga kaibigan niya, sabi, oy pare, tignan niyo to, ang galing. Kasi nakikita ko yun nasa labas, pero baliktad siya. Yeah, so take note of the date, 1965 to 10,000, 1059 AD. And then, let's jump to Leonardo da Vinci. Play. Yeah. Sorry. Balik na. Play. Sige, sabay. Yeah. Si Leonardo da Vinci, ang problem niya, sumisikat na siya. At the same time, ang dami nagtatanong sa kanya, pwede ba ako magpo-portrait sa'yo? Ganyan. Hanggang sabi, teka muna, binabasa ako sa libro dati ng taga-Iraq na gumawa siya ng parang ganung ay concept. Which was yun nga yung na-discover niya. Ginawa ni Leonardo da Vinci, kinopya niya yun, at the same time, ginamit niya to trace yung nakikita ng image to make portraits easier to do. So nakakapag-mass produce na siya that time. So 1490, nakita niyo yung talon from 490 to 1490. Di ba, yung mga ilang years yun. Diba? Okay, next. So ganun siya nag-start. So what is film? So film is a material by which light is captured onto its components that are light sensitive. So Polaroid is a film. 35 millimeter rolls are film. 120 rolls are also film. Yan. So yung film, it's material na nagsisave ng mga ng light particles to, yun yung tinatawag nila na exposing an image to the film. So kumbaga recording device siya, kung sa digital, siya yung parang SD card. Next. So what is developing? Developing is a chemical process where the light-sensitive material is converted to produce a photograph. So ito naman, di ba, yung negative roll nyo, ang ginagawa niya, you place it on an enlarger, then you print it on paper. So yung nakikita nyo sa movies, like for example sa Stranger Things, yung ganyan, yung sa dark room, yung process na yun, that's called printing. Okay, next. So, what is instant film? Si Polaroid, siya yung pioneer ng instant film process, which was discovered by Edwin Land. So yung pinaka-founder ng Polaroid. So sabi niya, ano yung instant film? Ito yung nagawa niya. It's a type of film that create a chemical developed print shortly after taking a picture. So that time, nung na-discover niya yun, sobrang ano siya, para siya si Steve Jobs that time na ginalabas niya yung iPhone. Kumbaga that time, very revolutionary siya in terms of pop culture, in terms of technology. Kumbaga, everyone wanted a Polaroid. Kasi nga, parang makikita mo, kasi yung kailangan pa magpa-develop, kailangan pa magpa-print, di ba? Ito, instantly makukuha mo na yung photo. So, yun, para siya si Steve Jobs that time. So, what is Polaroid? Yan, siya si Sir Edwin Land. Yan, he established the Polaroid Corporation in 1937 in Cambridge, Massachusetts. So, isa siyang scientist. And yun, siya yung nakagawa ng process kung paano siya magiging picture na instantly makikita mo na. So, yung chemicals, siya yung nag-conceptualize na inilagay niya yung chemicals sa paper para paglabas niya, hindi mo na kailangan i-develop. Okay? Next. Ito naman, isa siyang filmmaker sa Babay. Yan. Sir Jonas Mekas, isa siyang filmmaker, sabi niya, it was a cultural revolution. We all felt that we were looking at the future, and we were. Kumbaga sabi niya, that time, kumbaga sobrang high-tech niya yung process ng Polaroid. Okay, next. So, kilala niyo ba sila? Ito medyo sikat to. Yan, si Sir Andy Warhol. Next. Si Sir David Hockney and Ansel Adams. So silang tatlo, isa sila sa pinaka parang gods, hindi naman gods, isa sila sa pinaka parang mga masters of photography na may sarili-sarili silang style. Na at the same time, they all love Polaroid. Kasi nga, you get to see the photos instantly. So si Andy Warhol, I'm sure, sino nakakilala kay Andy Warhol? Yeah. So si Andy Warhol, sobrang ganda ng mga photos if you see it. Next. Kung napapansin niyo yung Polaroid that time, di ba? Di ba siya yung may sulatan? So yan yung pinakaunang Polaroid. And it also penetrated pop culture. So kung nakikita niyo to, sino nakakilala dito? Ito, si John Lennon. Okay? Si Stallone. So, I mean, mga photos to ni Andy Warhol kasi friends niya yung mga celebrities. So, it penetrated pop culture that time. So, yung impact ni Polaroid, kumbaga embedded siya sa history natin. Okay, next. And at the same time, sa forensics, sa FBI, sa NBI dito, ginagamit nila yung Polaroid kasi nga, instantly, it revolutionized yung kung paano sila mag-save ng evidence. So, nanonood di ba kayo ng History Channel? Di ba sa History Channel, nanonood di ba kayo ng Project Blue Book ba yun? Yung parang alien movie. Na yung mga evidences, pag nag-save sila ng mga top secret files, palagi may nakadikit doon ng Polaroid. Kasi nga, instantly, nasi-save nila yun. Tsaka at the same time, even sa fashion, lagi sila pag mag-audition yung mga models, kinukuha nila ng Polaroid. Kasi nga, instantly, masisave nila sa portfolio nila. So that time, yun yung use ng Polaroid. Okay, next. Next. Polaroid created a cultural revolution that remains true to this day. So next? Sino nanonood nito? Stranger Things. Di ba? I mean, siguro napanood nyo sa Stranger Things yung Polaroid. Next. Na yun nga, kasi nga, Stranger Things is based on, ang era kasi niya 80s, di ba? So that time, yung Polaroid, yun yung siguro yun yung isa sa pinakamalakas na time ng Polaroid kasi nga it's instant, everyone wanted to have a photo taken using a Polaroid. Yun, so next. So let's go now to 1990s. Sino nakaalala nitong tone na to? Sino dyan nag-ISP Bonanza? Diba? That time kasi, yun yung naging time na na-discover na nila yung next na ID. Yung, they develop na yung internet. So internet connected everybody. Diba? Through phone lines, nakakabit yung computer, and yun, nakaka-email tayo instantly na dati kailangang itawag mo pa, diba? Next. Before smartphones ito yung 90s, people spend an average of 18 minutes a day on computers and other electronic devices. So imagine yung 90s, nag-spend ka ng 18 minutes araw-araw gamit yung mga devices na to. Sabihin natin Polaroid, sabihin natin itong computers, yung CPU na sobrang laki, tapos cellphones na 5110 or 3210, di ba? Next. Today, we're up to a whopping 5 hours a day during which we tap our phones an average of 26,000 times. Imagine yung 26,000 times yung pinatap yung phone nyo araw-araw. Yung iba nga dyan halos hindi na natutulog, di ba? So mas mataas pa yung rate ng pag-tap nila sa phone nila. To check Instagram, to check Facebook, to check Twitter, yan, to swipe, to tap. Next. In short, we created a virtual world na somehow we are connected, pero the problem is somehow we're disconnected at the same time. Na ang bilis nga, I mean, yung mga tipong pwede mo siyang puntahan in person to talk to him, or instead na gagawin mo yun, i-chat mo na lang. Minsan nga magkatabi pa kayo, pero magka-chat pa kayo, di ba? So yun yung that made us like that, yung technology, and yeah. It's a virtual world that became so fast that human beings couldn't cope up. Sinong nanonood nito?
This world
Palakas ko.
also about life. It's easy to lose sight of what's real.
Nanonood ba kayong Black Mirror?
You said you don't know how much time there is.
So sa Black Mirror, if you've seen it, anthology series siya about technology and how it's affecting our lives. It may somehow look futuristic, pero the problem is, it's happening right now. Diba?
Didn't expect to find myself living in the future.
Mukha nga siyang futuristic, pero ito, nangyayari na siya ngayon. At this moment, nangyayari ito lahat. So yun, okay, next. Yeah. So, the question is, bakit siya ginagamit pa ng tao? Diba? Siya si Dr. Florian Camps. Nakausap ko siya, he was the founder of Impossible Project, which is now Polaroid Originals. I was able to interview him, and he told me, I asked him, sabi ko, Doc, why do people still go back to film? What's the sense in it? So sabi niya sa akin, we are at the point where we discover how the side effects of digital became more and more pervasive that we learn to re-appreciate the analog. So sinasabi niya, parang lahat kasi analog na. Kumbaga, bakit lahat ng bagay kailangan magkaroon ng digital twin? Yun yung lagi niya sinasabi sa akin na, yun nga, nakakalimutan na natin na why we are here and why we use the technology. Okay? Next. Kasi, meron tayong 5 senses. Meron tayong 5 senses. We have the sense of sight, touch, hearing, taste, and smell. So sa digital, ano lang yung nagagamit natin?
Eye.
Diba? You get to use your eyes, which is the sense of sight. And minsan kung video siya, you get to hear it. Pero you can touch it, you can taste it, you can even smell it. Diba? Kasi it's something virtual. Diba? So yun, meron tayong activity ngayon, ibibigay sila sa inyo, and let's try to test your senses. Tingnan natin kung nag-work yung mga senses nyo. Okay, wait lang. Pa-distribute naman please. Wait lang.